Welcome to Aurora English, the podcast where we talk about everyday topics in clear, natural American English and help you level up your listening and vocabulary at the same time. I'm William, the guy who always checks the weather app 10 times before packing a suitcase and still somehow forgets an umbrella. Today we're diving deep into one of the biggest travel debates ever. Which weather is actually the best when you're on a trip? Some people live for scorching sun and sandy beaches. Others dream of misty mountains and cool breezes. We're going to talk about sunny days, rainy afternoons, snowy surprises, human nightmares, and everything in between. And of course, like always, whenever we use a new expression or a tricky word, we'll stop and explain it with simple examples so you can start using it today.
And I'm Sophia. Hi, everyone. Your forever sunny side-up co-host who believes life is just better when the temperature is above 70 degrees Fahrenheit and there's zero chance of rain ruining my hair. Weather and travel. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite topic. I get excited just thinking about blue skies, flip-flops, outdoor cafes, and that perfect golden glow on your skin. Or, depending on the day, I'm complaining about freezing rain and wishing I had stayed home under a blanket with hot chocolate. So yes, weather can make or break a vacation. Make or break means it can turn your trip into something amazing or completely ruin it. Example, good weather made our trip to the coast unforgettable, but bad weather totally broke our plans last year.
Exactly. Today's big question. Which weather is actually the best for a trip? Some people say sunny and hot, some say cool and cloudy, some even love stormy, dramatic skies. Sophia, you already know my answer because we argue about this every single year when we plan our friends' trips. But let's start with you. What's your perfect travel weather? Paint the picture for everyone listening.
Oh, easy. 75 degrees Fahrenheit on the dot. A light breeze that plays with your hair but doesn't mess it up. Bright blue sky that looks fake because it's so perfect. Maybe a few fluffy white clouds floating around just for the photos because let's be real, nobody wants a blank sky in their Instagram pictures. That's like 24 degrees Celsius for our listeners outside the US who use the sensible system. In other words, beach weather without melting like an ice cream cone on a hot sidewalk. I want to wake up, throw on shorts and a cute t-shirt, put on sunglasses, and feel comfortable walking around this city or hiking a trail all day without sweating through my clothes or needing a jacket. I want iced coffee to stay cold and my makeup to stay on my face instead of sliding off. That's paradise. On the dot means exactly that temperature. Not 74, not 76, exactly 75. Example, the train arrives at 3:15 on the dot, so don't be late.
Classic Sophia answer, fluffy clouds for the photos. That says everything I need to know about your priorities. For me, give me 55 to 65 Fahrenheit any day. Partly cloudy skies, maybe a tiny chance of a quick afternoon shower that disappears in 10 minutes, and definitely a light jacket or a cozy sweater for the evening when the sun goes down. That's around 13 to 18 degrees Celsius. I love when the air feels crisp and clean. Crisp means fresh, cool, and refreshing. The kind of air that makes you breathe deeper because it feels so good in your lungs. Imagine biting into a cold, juicy apple on a fall morning. That sharp, clean feeling, that's crisp air. Or when you step outside after rain and everything smells fresh. That's crisp too. It wakes you up, it makes colors look brighter, food tastes better, and walking 10 miles feels easy because you're not dripping sweat. To me, that's perfect travel weather. Dripping sweat means sweating so much that drops are literally falling out for your face. Example, after running in summer, I was dripping sweat and needed 3 showers.
Crisp. Yeah, that's a really good word, William. I actually love how it sounds. Example 1, autumn mornings are so crisp you can almost hear the leaves crunch under your feet when you walk to get coffee. Example 2, after the rain stopped, the air turned crisp and everything smelled clean and new. See? It's perfect for cool, clear, refreshing weather that makes you feel alive. I might not choose it for a vacation every day, but I get why you love it. It's like the weather is giving you a little hug without making you sweaty. And crunch there is the sound dry leaves make when you step on them. Super satisfying sound, by the way. Another example, the crisp apple made a loud crunch when I bit into it. Same feeling, fresh and sharp.
Nice example, Soph. You're making me want to book a fall trip right now. So tell everyone why you hate my perfect cool weather so much. Come on, let it all out. I know you've got a whole speech prepared about jackets and rain and ruined selfies. I'm ready for it. Hit me with it. Hit me with it means go ahead and tell me everything. Don't hold back. Example, you didn't like the movie? Okay, Hit me with your complaints. I can take it.
Oh, I will hit you with it. The problem with cool weather is that it's never just cool, is it? It starts cool, then it gets chilly, then you have to carry a jacket just in case, and just in case means because something might happen, like rain or wind. So I stuff this jacket into my tiny cute purse, or I tie it around my waist and suddenly I look like a tourist from the 90s. Then I forget the jacket on a chair at a cafe because I got warm walking, and boom, it's gone forever. Or worse, the sky decides to open up and it starts raining sideways. Sideways rain is the worst. It's rain that the wind pushes horizontally so your umbrella does nothing. Suddenly, my perfect Instagram day with the cute outfit and blown out hair turns into wet hair stuck to my forehead, muddy shoes, wet socks, and I'm cold and miserable. I'm not built for that kind of drama. Built for means having the personality or body that can handle something. Example, I'm not built for horror movies. I scream at everything. And drama here means unnecessary trouble and emotions. Example, why is there always so much drama when we try to plan a group trip? Cool weather brings too much drama for me. I want to leave the hotel looking cute and come back 8 hours later still looking cute. Not like I just survived a hurricane.
Fair. Totally fair. You painted a very dramatic picture there, and I can't even argue with the sideways rain thing because that is indeed evil. But hot weather has its own special kind of drama, and it's not cute at all. Imagine this. You step out of your nice air-conditioned hotel, you've spent 20 minutes doing your makeup, you feel great, and 5 minutes later, you're sweating through your shirt like you just ran a marathon. Sweating through means the sweat goes all the way through the fabric so people can see wet spots. Super attractive. Then you buy an ice cream cone because it's 98 degrees. And before you even take the first lick, it starts melting down your hand like lava. You're sticky, the ice cream is sticky, your phone is sticky from trying to take photos, and every single tourist around you is grumpy because they're hot and tired and dehydrated. Grumpy means irritable, in a bad mood, short-tempered. Example, the baby gets grumpy when he's hungry. Example 2, my dad is always grumpy when his team loses. In hot weather, lines for everything feel longer. Everyone snaps at each other, and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the whole city feels like it's collectively having a meltdown. Having a meltdown means completely losing control because of stress or heat, like ice cream melting, but for people. So yeah, hot weather drama is real too.
Grumpy, bad mood, easily annoyed, irritable. Example, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. I'm super grumpy in the morning. Example 2, the cat gets grumpy when you try to brush her. Okay, I admit heat makes everyone grumpy, including me, after about hour 3 of feeling like a human baked potato. But here's the difference. When it's hot, there are solutions everywhere. You can jump in the ocean, or a fountain if you're desperate. You can sit in a cafe with air conditioning that feels like heaven. You can buy a cold drink every 10 minutes. You can wear a hat and sunglasses and look cool while you're dying inside. When it's cold and rainy, you're just stuck. Stuck means trapped, unable to move forward or escape a bad situation. No good options. Example, we were stuck in traffic for 2 hours. Example 2, I felt stuck in that boring meeting with no way to leave. When it's raining cats and dogs, that means raining very heavily. You can't go to the beach, you can't sit outside, you can't take cute photos, you're hiding under a tiny umbrella trying not to get soaked, and your shoes will be wet for the rest of the day. At least in the heat, you can cool down quickly. In the cold rain, you're uncomfortable for hours. No thank you.
Stuck, unable to move forward or escape a bad situation, feeling trapped. Good one, Soph. And raining cats and dogs is such a fun expression, even though nobody knows why we say it. Example, I wanted to go for a run, but it started raining cats and dogs, so I stayed inside. Okay, I admit heat makes everyone grumpy, including me, after about hour 3 of feeling like a human baked potato. But here's the difference. When it's hot, there are solutions everywhere. You can jump in the ocean or a fountain if you're desperate. You can sit in a cafe with air conditioning that feels like heaven. You can buy a cold drink every 10 minutes. You can wear a hat and sunglasses and look cool while you're dying inside. When it's cold and rainy, you're just stuck. Stuck means unable to move forward or escape a bad situation, feeling trapped. Good one, Soph. And raining cats and dogs is such a fun expression, even though nobody knows why we say it. Example, I wanted to go for a run, but it started raining cats and dogs, so I stayed inside. Okay. Let me defend cool weather for more than just a second because I have a whole list. First, food tastes so much better when it's not 95 degrees outside. Think about it. Hot soup, fresh bread, cheese that doesn't melt in 2 seconds, pizza that stays crispy, coffee that stays hot for more than 30 seconds. In hot weather, everything wilts. Lettuce, people, dreams. Wilt means become soft and droopy because of heat. Example, the flowers wilted in the sun because I forgot to water them. Second, you actually want to walk around the city for hours instead of ducking into every cafe with air conditioning like you're on a mission to hide from the sun. In cool weather, you explore more, you see more. You accidentally discover tiny streets and cute shops because you're not desperate for shade. And the light, golden hour, lasts longer and feels warmer when the sun is lower in the sky during fall or spring. Golden hour is that magical time right after sunrise or right before sunset when the light is soft and golden and everything looks like a movie. Example, photographers love golden hour because skin looks perfect and colors are warm. In summer, the sun is high and harsh all day. Photos look flat. Everyone is squinting. In cool seasons, the light is your friend. Also, fewer bugs. Mosquitoes don't love 55 degrees. And you sleep better at night when the room is cool. I can keep going. Fewer crowds and shoulder season, cheaper prices, the joy of wearing your favorite sweater. I'm telling you, cool weather wins.
Golden hour, that magical time just after sunrise or right before sunset, when the light turns everything warm, soft, and orange, the kind of light that makes even a normal street selfie look like a professional photographer took it. Seriously, your skin looks flawless, shadows are gentle, and the whole world feels dreamy. Okay, William, I'll give you that one. I'm giving you credit. I'm admitting you're right about something. Example, I'll give you that the pizza here is amazing, but the service is slow. Fall trips really do look incredible on camera because of that long golden hour and all the red and orange leaves. But honestly, spring and summer vibes are completely unbeatable for me. Vibes means the feeling or atmosphere of a place or season. Example, this cafe has such chill vibes with the plants and soft music. In spring, you have cherry blossoms exploding everywhere, green grass, people smiling because winter is finally over. In summer, you have long days, outdoor concerts and parks where everyone is dancing barefoot, rooftop bars with string lights and cold cocktails, street festivals, night markets, the smell of barbecue in the air, people wearing bright colors. It's pure happiness energy. You wake up and the sun is already shining. You go to bed and it's still light outside. That feeling of endless possibility, nothing beats it. And the flowers! Tulips, sunflowers, lavender fields. My camera roll is 90% flowers from summer trips. Plus, you can wear sundresses and sandals all day without freezing the moment the sun hides behind a cloud.
Rooftop bars are absolutely great in theory. The view, the breeze, 30 floors up, the city lights starting to twinkle, until the temperature is 95 degrees with 80% humidity, and you're sticky before you even reach the elevator. Sticky means your skin feels like it's glued to your clothes because of sweat, and everything you touch feels damp and gross. Example, after the gym, my shirt was so sticky I had to peel it off. And the ice in your $20 cocktail literally disappears in 30 seconds flat. You take one sip and it's already watered down, lukewarm statness. Then you spend the rest of the night trying not to let your thighs touch because they'll stick together and you're fanning yourself with the menu like it's gonna help. I've been on rooftop bars where everyone looks miserable even though the view is stunning. They're just trying to survive until they can escape back to air conditioning. So yeah, romantic in photos, sweaty torture in real life. Sticky, when sweat makes your skin and clothes feel like they're covered in glue, super uncomfortable and gross, but 100% true in summer. Example, don't hug me right now, I'm all sticky from the heat. Still worth it for me though. I'll take sticky over shivering any day. I'd rather peel off wet clothes and add 5 layers and still feel cold. And a cold drink on a hot rooftop tastes like heaven, even if the ice melts fast. You just order another one. Life is short. Give me the sunshine and the overpriced drinks with tiny umbrellas.
Let's talk rain for a minute, because this is where we really differ. A lot of travelers completely panic the second they see even one little rain cloud in the 10-day forecast. They start rearranging plans, looking for indoor activities, complaining on social media. I actually don't mind a rainy day on a trip at all. Sometimes I secretly hope for it. There's something peaceful about watching Mang from a cafe window with a hot drink, listening to the sound on the roof, seeing the streets shine. Rain changes the whole mood of a place in a good way if you let it. And if you have the right jacket and shoes, you can still explore. Everything just feels more authentic somehow.
William, you're so weird. I say this with love, but rainy days are strictly for museums, bookstores, movie theaters, and Netflix marathons back home, not for vacations I spent months saving up for. I want to be outside, living my best life, not trapped inside, looking at the weather app crying. Rainy vacation days feel like waste of money. Example, we flew all the way to Hawaii and it rained 3 days straight. Total bummer. Bummer means disappointing or unfortunate situation. I want sunshine I paid for. Hear me out. Just give me 30 seconds before you judge. Hear me out means please listen to my full idea, even if this sounds strange at first. Picture this, light rain. Not a storm, just a gentle drizzle. In a warm city, you have a clear umbrella so you can still see everything. You're wearing a cute raincoat. You're walking on cobblestone streets that are glistening. You stop at a tiny coffee shop where the windows are all fogged up from the steam inside. You order something warm and watch people rush by with their umbrellas. It's romantic, it's cozy, it feels like you're the main character in the movie. And the best part, the streets are 50% emptier because half the tourists freak out and stay in their hotels. You get the city almost to yourself. No lines at the famous bakery, no crowds at the viewpoint, just you in the quiet rain. I've had some of my favorite travel memories on rainy days because everything slows down and feels special.
Hear me out. Listen to my explanation even if you already disagree. I'll admit, light rain in certain European cities with cobblestone streets and old buildings can actually be kind of cute and romantic. Especially if you're with someone you like and you're sharing one umbrella and laughing when you both get a little wet. I've taken some of my favorite couple photos in light rain because the light is soft and there's this moody atmosphere. Moody here means dramatic and emotional in a beautiful way. Example, black and white photos always look moody and artistic. But the second it turns into heavy rain, downpour, absolutely no thank you, I'm out. That cute romantic vibe disappears the moment water starts pouring into your shoes.
Downpour, a sudden, very heavy rain that feels like someone is pouring buckets of water from the sky. Example 1. We got caught in a downpour on our way to dinner and had to hide under a shop awning until it slowed down. An awning is that fabric or metal roof that sticks out over the entrance of stores to protect from rain and sun. Example 2. The wedding was outside and a 10-minute downpour ruined half the decorations. Downpours are intense but usually short, 15 minutes of chaos, and then the sun comes back out and everything smells fresh.
Exactly. Nobody wants to be soaked through on vacation, looking like a drowned rat. Soaked means completely wet. Water has gone through all your layers. Example, I forgot my umbrella and got absolutely soaked waiting for the bus. Or, the kids jumped in the pool with their clothes on and were soaked in seconds. And drowned rat is an expression for looking terrible because you're wet and miserable. Hair flat, makeup running, clothes clinging. Not the vacation aesthetic I'm going for.
True, nobody enjoys being soaked. That's fair. But snow is a completely different story, and I will fight for snow. A light snowfall can make even the most normal city look like a fairy tale. Everything is quiet, the snow muffles all the sounds, street lights make the falling flakes glow, footprints in fresh snow, kids making snowmen, the air smells clean. I've walked through cities at night when it's just starting to snow, and it feels like magical, like the whole world paused for a moment. Snow turns ugly parking lots into something beautiful, and if you're lucky enough to be somewhere with old buildings or mountains, forget about it. Pure magic.
Fairy tale. Something that looks like it came straight out of a children's storybook. Magical, perfect, unrealistically beautiful. Example, the castle covered in snow looked like a fairy tale. Example 2, her wedding dress made her look like a fairy tale princess.
Okay, yes, I agree the first day of snow is gorgeous, especially if it's those big, fluffy flakes falling slowly. I'll take a million photos, drink hot chocolate, feel like I'm in a snow globe. But by day 2, reality hits. Sidewalks turn into slippery ice rinks, your toes go numb even in thick socks, you're slipping and sliding everywhere, trying not to fall on your butt, and that pretty snow becomes dirty slush the second cars drive through it. Slush is wet, dirty, half-melted snow that splashes on your pants. And numb means you can't feel your fingers or toes because they're too cold, scary, and painful when they warm up again. I love looking at snow from inside a warm cafe, but walking in it for hours? Hard pass. Hard pass means no thanks, definitely not interested. Example, skiing sounds fun, but heights? Hard pass. So snow is beautiful for exactly one day. Then it's just cold and annoying. Give me green grass and sunshine.
Numb. When the cold is so strong that you completely lose feeling in your fingers, toes, or even your nose. Like those parts of your body fell asleep, but because of freezing temperature instead of bad blood flow. Example, I forgot my gloves, and after 10 minutes outside, my fingers went numb. I couldn't even zip my jacket. Yeah, that part of winter is definitely rough. Rough means hard, uncomfortable, or unpleasant. Example, the first week of learning to drive was rough. I kept pressing the brake too hard. Example 2, the hike was beautiful, but the last 2 miles were really rough because of the steep hill. Snow looks pretty, but numb toes and icy sidewalks make everything rough in real life. I still love a short snowy walk, but I'm not pretending it's comfortable all day.
Winter trips are only good, really, truly good, if you're actually skiing down a mountain with fresh powder, or if you're curled up by a roaring fireplace drinking hot chocolate with tiny marshmallows floating on top, wearing fuzzy socks, and watching the snow fall outside the window. Curled up means sitting in a comfortable, cozy ball shape, usually under a blanket. Example, on rainy Sundays, I love curling up on the couch with a good book. Roaring fireplace means the fire is big and making that loud, crackling sound. Otherwise, winter travel is just cold airports, delayed flights because of ice, slippery streets, dry skin, chapped lips, and having to pee every 20 minutes because cold makes you need the bathroom more. Give me sunshine, flip-flops, salty hair from the ocean, and sunglasses all day, every day. I want to feel the sun on my shoulders and not think about gloves or scarves for 1 second.
Let's talk about the real silent killer of summer trips in so many famous places, humidity. Humidity is basically invisible water floating in the air, and when there's a lot of it, everything feels 10 times worse. Your hair frizzes, your clothes stick, your glasses fog up the second you step outside, and you feel like you're breathing soup. I've been to cities where it's only 88 degrees, but the humidity makes it feel like 105. And suddenly, walking 3 blocks feels like running a marathon. You see people moving in slow motion because the air is so thick. Humidity is the reason some summer destinations are amazing in photos, but exhausting in person. It's sneaky. The temperature on your phone doesn't look that bad until you're outside melting.
Humidity, the amount of moisture or water vapor in the air. When humidity is high, even 75 degrees can feel heavy and wet. Example, Florida in July is brutal. It's 85 degrees, but with 90% humidity, it feels like 105, and your shirt is wet 5 minutes after you leave the house. Example 2, I straightened my hair perfectly and walked outside. 2 minutes later, the humidity turned it into a frizz ball. That feels like temperature you see on weather apps. That's the real story. It combines heat and humidity to tell you how hot your body actually feels. In dry places, you can handle much higher numbers because sweat actually cools you down. In humid places, sweat just sits on your skin doing nothing. Gross.
Exactly. Perfect explanation. That's why dry heat is way, way more bearable. Bearable means you can tolerate it, you can stand it, without suffering too much. Example, the spicy food was hot but bearable because I drank milk. Example 2, waiting in line for 2 hours wasn't fun, but it was bearable because we had good company. In dry heat, Your sweat evaporates fast and actually cools your body like nature's air conditioning. 105 degrees in the desert feels hot, yes, but manageable if you drink water and stay in shade. 105 degrees with high humidity feels like the inside of someone's mouth, and you can't escape it no matter what you do.
Like Las Vegas or Arizona or New Mexico. People always say, yeah, it's 105, but it's a dry heat, and they act like that makes it fine. And honestly, they're kind of right. You step outside, it's an oven, but 5 minutes in the shade with cold water, and you feel human again. Your clothes don't stick, your hair behaves, and at night when the sun goes down, the temperature drops 30 degrees, and you actually need a light jacket. I've sat by hotel pools in 110 degrees in Vegas and felt perfectly happy under an umbrella with an iced coffee. Try that in Houston or Bangkok in summer, and you'll be crying in an air-conditioned mall within 20 minutes.
I'd still rather have 65 degrees and dry every single time, no question. 65 with low humidity is pure comfort. You're never too hot, never too cold. You can walk all day, sleep without air conditioning blasting, wear whatever you want. But I will admit, dry heat is better than humid heat. I'll give you that one, Soph. Dry 105 beats humid 90 any day. See, I can compromise sometimes.
You're impossible. Impossible here means you're stubborn and hard to convince, but in a funny, affectionate way. Example, my brother is impossible when he decides he wants pizza. Nothing else will do. Okay, listeners, we need backup. Drop a comment right now and tell us your perfect travel weather. Do you dream of snowy mountains, tropical beaches, cool fall forests? Give us the exact temperature and we'll see who's on Team William and who's on Team Sophia.
Let's try to find a compromise, because I don't want to fight about this forever. What about shoulder season? That perfect in-between time that nobody talks about enough? Shoulder season is the period right before or right after peak tourist season. Not quite high season, not quite low season, just the sweet spot. Prices are lower, crowds are thinner, and the weather is usually Goldilocks, perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, just right.
Shoulder season, the months on the shoulders, meaning the sides of the busy summer or winter high season. Example, for most of Europe, high season is June to August, so shoulder season is April, May, and September, October. Not too crowded, hotels cost half the price, restaurants have tables available, and the weather is usually mild and pleasant. Mild means gentle, not extreme in any direction. Example, San Francisco has mild weather all year, never super hot, never super cold. I actually love shoulder season because you get the best of everything. Long enough days, nice temperatures, and you don't have to fight 20 people for a photo.
Mild, comfortable temperature that doesn't make you sweat or shiver, usually between 60 and 75 Fahrenheit for most people. Example, spring in California is so mild you can wear a t-shirt in the morning and the light jacket at night. Like 65 to 75 degrees, low chance of rain, sunshine most of the day, but not the burning kind, fewer tourists fighting for space. Europe in May or September, Japan in late March for cherry blossoms without the millions of people, Southeast Asia in November before the real heat kicks in. Everything is open, nothing is overcrowded, and the light is perfect for photos almost all day.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language. I can totally live with that. Live with means accept and be happy with something. Example, I wanted the blue dress, but they only had green. I can live with green. Mild weather really is perfect when you think about it. You're not sweating the second you step outside, you're not freezing when the sun hides for 5 minutes, and you can dress cute without 20 layers or looking like you're melting. You can have breakfast outside without bugs attacking you, go hiking without dying of heat, and still wear a cute jacket in the evening for golden hour photos.
Dress in layers, the smartest trick for changeable weather. It means wearing several thin pieces of clothing that you can easily add or remove instead of one big heavy jacket. Example, start with a t-shirt, add a long sleeve shirt, then a light sweater, then a waterproof jacket if needed. That way, if the morning is cool, it's 60 degrees, but by noon it's 75, you just take off the sweater and tie it around your waist. Problem solved. Example 2. I always dress in layers when I travel to London because the weather changes 5 times a day. Layers give you freedom.
Changeable. Weather that can't make up its mind, switching from sunny to cloudy to rainy and back again in the same afternoon. Classic London, Seattle, or pretty much anywhere in the UK or Pacific Northwest. Example. Don't trust the blue sky in Ireland. The weather is so changeable, you need sunglasses and an umbrella in the same dag. 1 minute you're hot, next minute you're cold, then it rains for 10 minutes, then the sun comes back out like nothing happened. Layers are the only way to survive changeable weather without being miserable.
So after all this arguing, maybe we actually agree on something. Mild, dry, partly sunny weather during shoulder season might just be the real winner. 68 degrees, light breeze, low humidity, golden light in the afternoon, no crowds, that's the dream. We both get to be comfortable, take great photos, eat outside, walk all day, and not hate our lives. Who knew we could find common ground?
I still vote a tiny bit warmer, like 75 instead of 68. But okay, fine, I'll meet you halfway. I'm willing to compromise and say 72 degrees is perfect. Meet you halfway means both people move from their original position to find an agreement in the middle. Example, you want to leave at 8, I want to leave at 10, let's meet halfway and leave at 9. Example 2, she wanted Italian food, he wanted sushi, so they met halfway and got pizza with raw fish on top. Weird, but it worked. See, we can agree.
Meet halfway, exactly what Soph just explained. Finding the middle point so both people are a little happy instead of one person winning completely. Example, we couldn't decide between the beach hotel and the mountain cabin, so we met halfway and booked a coastal town with hiking nearby. 68 degrees, dry, shoulder season, I can live with that too. Listeners, we finally found peace.
Exactly. So listeners, now it's your turn. What about you? Do you like scorching hot days where you live at the pool, freezing cold winters with snowman and fireplaces? Or are you team mild, like we finally agreed? Do you love 100 degrees and it's a dry heat? Or -10 with fresh powder for skiing? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us your absolute favorite trip memory. The one where the weather made everything perfect. We really do read every single comment.
And if you learned even one new word or phrase today, crisp, golden hour, downpour, soaked, shoulder season, dress in layers, meet halfway, bearable, numb, grumpy, sticky, go to the comments and use it in a sentence. Tell us, my perfect trip was shoulder season in Italy because the weather was mild and dry. Or, I got caught in a downpour and ended up soaked but laughing. Practice makes perfect, and we love seeing you use the language. It makes all this talking worth it.
Yes, practice makes perfect. The more you use new words, the easier English becomes. Thank you so much for listening to Aurora English today. We talked for ages about weather, but hopefully you learned tons of new expressions and had fun with us.
See you next time, everyone. Stay dry if you like William weather, or go get a little sunshine if you're Team Sophia. Whatever makes you happy is the right answer.
Bye, everyone. Stay warm, stay cool, stay perfect.
Bye.